Look, 274 is a number that follows me everywhere.
Yeah,
Telling
it
you,
is.
it's a cursed number.
When did they add the second generation Pokemon? Is that even the second generation? That might even be older than that, or like newer than that.
I don't know.
Might be like third or fourth or
11.
17th generation.
Pokemon.
What are they up to now?
Pokemon 14,308.
Can you just imagine? You remember the Poke Rap?
No, what I really like is that some of the Pokemon legitimately are just like the most basic things anymore.
They have ice cream. There's an ice cream cone and a chandelier and a hot air balloon.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it's ridiculous.
There's one that's literally just a weasel. It's not anything else.
Yeah. But that was in the second generation though. I had that one actually. Because when it evolved, it became a water Pokemon, so I used that one for surf and stuff as a Floatzel, I think is what it's called.
No, there's literally one that's just called Weasel.
It's just called Weasel?
And it's a weasel.
Weasel, the weasel Pokemon, where it's a weasel.
I mean, Ekans is just a snake. No, I'm sorry, ferret. It's just a ferret.
Yeah, no, that evolves into a Floatzel.
This one doesn't evolve.
What? So it's a ferret.
It never evolves. It's just a ferret.
I could have swore that there was another weasel.
No, you're a weasel.
Yeah, but can you just imagine if they did a Pokemon rap now with all of the generations? Where they just go through the whole thing.
I don't know
3,
what the first one was.
Something, Pikachu. Catch him, gotta get him. I love
Pokemon,
that. Was it like is it a TikTok?
Gotta catch 'em all.
I don't think it's. It was probably a Vine where like they have the who's that Pokemon? It's like Pikachu.
Who's that guy?
And it was Clefairy.
Where did he come from?
Who's that guy?
Pikachu.
We need to make that now. I'm gonna get on that.
Which Pokemon is this?
I'm gonna take that scene from Grease 2. Have like the part where it's like them all silhouetted in the background, just be like, who's that guy? Where did he come from? Who's that guy? And then Pikachu. Just cut in. I think that'd be great. Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast. I'm Jared.
You didn't say what the show's about.
Well, it's because I do it right after this.
What?
He's Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
And we're back for another week to talk about weird and interesting news articles from all over the internet. We read the clickbait so you don't have to.
47 times.
47, yeah, somewhere around there.
And while we're here, everybody.
And a half.
While we're here, everybody. I was just wondering if like you could like this and then like I don't know, it's like subscribe to it, hit the little bell thing, go on to Apple Podcast, give us like 5 stars, leave a review, subscribe there. It's actually more important that you subscribe there than any of those other things I just
I
said.
think it's called follow on there.
No, it's not. It's called subscribe.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Follow on Spotify, and you can go to Spotify and then follow us there too. That'd be
everywhere.
Pretty cool.
Anywhere you get podcasts.
Everywhere you get podcasts, follow us on all of them because, one day sometimes, Spotify messes up, so you have to go and find it on another thing, But yeah, if you could do that, Jared will show us nipples in the next episode.
Wow, that's
I haven't sold your body
promise.
In a while.
You haven't. It has been quite a while since you've promised our audience to see me half naked. It's normally what it is. So it's always Jared will be half naked if you do this. Don't do that. Don't. Nobody likes that. Except for all the people that do. I hate it. That's the thing. What does that stand for? Water agnostic penguins?
Wet
agnostic penguins?
Ass
Potatoes?
Pussy, and it's a song about women's empowerment.
Women are powerful. There we go. That's what it's actually about. That sounded like powerful women. I don't know if we could do that. Sure. Yeah. Is it about women? I've never actually listened to the whole song. I've only ever heard what's on like the 5 seconds in videos and stuff. I've never watched the video. I've never listened to the whole song because I don't listen to popular music.
But it's Cardi B.
I don't like Cardi B.
But she wrote that song, Bodak Yellow.
It doesn't really affect me. Like I'm not.
It's Cardi B.
Bitch.
Bitch. Is this coming through the headphones or not?
Barely.
It sounds weird.
It sounds very weird. I don't like it. Don't do it again.
What if I talk from this side?
That actually sounds fine, weirdly enough. Okay, on to the first one.
Oh my God.
1. I don't know why it starts with 1, but
1 is the loneliest number.
I gotta move that. 1. Arrested in elaborate, in quotes, scheme to steal and resell pistachios. This is why I added it. $350,000 in nuts and trailers recovered.
Well, I know pistachios are an expensive nut.
They are.
They should have went for macadamia nuts, aka the most expensive nut in the world.
What about Brazil nuts? Brazil nuts are also pretty expensive.
I think it's because more people actually eat pistachios. Because I've only macadamia nuts if they're in cookies.
Yeah, Subway cookies with the macadamias in them, and also
those
like
are gross.
Those are good.
No,
I like those. White chocolate.
Just the chocolate ones from there are good.
I've never had just the chocolate ones from Subway.
And you have to like work there and like bake them and then eat them then, and don't ever eat them from there because they've been sitting there for 4.5 weeks.
Me. All right, let's see.
I'm sorry, Subway, for giving out your secrets.
Let's see what happened to 1. Do you think his name is 1?
So no, like it's just the number. It's not even the word. It's just the number 1.
It's just the number 1.
Terrabella, California.
It's Terrabella.
Terrabella, California.
It's
What did I say?
Terrabella.
What did I say?
I don't even know. I don't know what you said, actually. Say it again.
Terrabella, California.
That's what you said. Or you said Terrera. It was one of the two. Terrarabella.
Terrarium.
Okay, well, in Terrabella, California, agriculture detectives recently arrested a Fresno man involved in an
wait.
elaborate
Parks and Recs has their own police department?
detectives. They have their own detectives.
I want to be that cop.
We should have gone, because when we wanted to be park rangers, I feel like those are just
I've
beat
changed
cops.
my mind completely. I want to be the detective that's like, locusts are getting on your corn, but who's putting them here?
They're just nature detectives. That's the new Law and Order that we need. Law and Order Agricultural Division.
We just run around killing lanternflies. Stop!
This is a great video idea. I feel like we need to do that. We need to be wearing suits with sunglasses, and we need to just look in the camera and just be like, I guess that's squashed.
That's so dumb. You're dumb. But we just go to like a cornfield and we just shoot all of the crops while trying to get the lanternflies.
These are great ideas. I feel like we should run with them.
All right. The good news is we've gotten the lanternflies off your watermelon farm. The bad news is some of your watermelons took a hit.
He just looks around. He's like,
none of the damage was done by lanternflies. What?
You're like, these are
You're
all
welcome.
bullet holes.
We'll send you our bill.
You can thank the State Department and just walk away. All right. So agriculture detectives recently arrested a Fresno man involved in an elaborate scheme to steal and resell pistachios, as other arrests are expected, as more than $350,000 in stolen nuts and trailers are recovered. Do you think the trailers...
Who'd they steal them from?
Planters.
Like people that plant nuts, or like the planters company that makes nuts?
Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? It's just it could have been both. Do you think the trailers are what is driving up that number? Or
no, pistachios are expensive. It's like $8 for like a bag, and if you get them pre-cracked, it's like $10.
You're like, I
and
love
a
pistachios.
smaller bag.
It's true. Yes, because there's more work that goes into it. Were these raw, or were these before being processed?
I don't know, but if they did, then they stole them. Now they have a lot of work ahead of them because you got to roast them.
Yeah, you got to roast them. You got to put the salt on them if you want them to be salted, or you can just keep them naked, and then it's healthier.
I like chili lime seasoned ones.
I mean, pistachios just in general are amazing. I've had salt and pepper ones that I liked a lot. Salt and pepper pistachios are good.
Honey roasted. I've never had that. That'd probably be gross. I don't think those
honey roasted pistachios.
That wouldn't go well.
No, I don't think so.
There's a very funky flavor to pistachios.
Let's see here. Detectives were called to Seton Pistachio. That's who they stole it from, apparently. In Terabella on August 14th for a possible cargo theft, said spokeswoman Ashley Ritchie. Arriving detectives found the suspects stole the identity of a legitimate trucking company. They then used the company's name to secure contracts for the delivery of 2 tractor-trailer loads. Oh, shit. Worth more than $294.
So they didn't steal the tractors. They stole the name.
Yeah.
So that's why the trailers aren't a part of the price.
Okay. Yeah, so that works. But still, $294,000
Are they going to get sued
for a lot of stuff, I'm assuming.
They're going to get sued for copyright infringement, though?
Probably just identity theft.
Anyway,
Can
so
you
they stole
steal the identity of a company, or is it a different thing?
in pistachios?
Just in that one go.
How do you resell pistachios though? Because like they have to are they prepackaged? Are these
Maybe.
they still packaged ones?
Did they steal it coming from the factory or going to the factory?
Now they're gonna go and sell them to like stores.
Probably. You know how it says not for resale, but it's the sale, and they're like, should we just send this to corporate? And the guy was probably gonna be like, nah, just write me the check. Which
Wholesale.
Yeah, could have done that. Maybe at flea markets. Sell them at flea markets. A lot of people there.
The pistachio fleece market.
The black flea market of pistachios. Maybe on the black market. Selling them on the black market.
They just go to flea markets and they have like the nut roaster thing that they get.
Yeah.
Like, you go to like the mall and you're like, oh, nuts.
I
need to go get some nuts.
Yeah.
I need a nut in my mouth right now.
Very good. Very good.
I set that up and I kept it going.
That you did.
I drew you right into that one.
That you did.
You're like, yeah, I love that.
You're just like, I need it in my mouth. Okay, so instead of delivering the product, the suspects took the pistachios to an abandoned property in Selma, where they
that's how you
removed
steal.
the packaging. Then they sold the nuts to an unsuspecting buyer in Madera County. Detectives found that suspects developed an elaborate scheme to carry out their plan. Ritchie said the suspects used a
Wait.
Oh.
They unpackaged them. They were packaged.
Yeah.
And then they sold them to a fence?
I guess so. It was an unknowing fence because there's no serial. Are they going to start putting serial numbers on pistachios?
You crack it open, you're like, did they put this back together? How's it on the inside?
Just tiny paintbrushes.
The worst thing is when you get pistachios and you're like 10 of them that you're just like, I can't open these.
Oh, the ones that have zero opening, and you're like, so I guess I'm just going to shatter my teeth.
No, I just throw them away.
You just throw them away?
Yeah,
I just
give it up. I hate that feeling. It hurts. Or you wind up with like a bunch of the shell in your mouth and you can't get it out and you end up spitting all of it out anyway.
Yep, that is the worst. I used to try to like break it with my I used to try to like palm strike it, but that hurts like a bitch. That doesn't work at all.
It doesn't break.
It doesn't. It just breaks. It feels like you broke your fucking palm. Yeah. That's what it feels like.
I've given up on those ones.
Yeah. I still try. I just use my teeth for it. But so this is why the trailers are in there, because they stole 2 trailers also from a Fresno business. So the trailers are separate. That's what okay. So 2 trailers brought it up from 294,000 to 340.
So the trailers aren't worth that much.
The trailers aren't worth anywhere near as much.
They're like $40,000 each.
Yeah. I mean, but still,
maybe
nowhere near as much as the nuts. Those nuts were the bulk of it.
Yeah, those were expensive nuts.
In a nutshell, you can say that the pistachios made up the bulk of this.
But if you take a bunch of
If you take a bunch of pistachios,
and you take a bunch of nuts to the face and they're pistachio, they're expensive.
yeah,
It's an expensive nut. In your
it's an
mouth.
expensive nut. But if you take it to the face, that's just gonna hurt.
Do you
like-
think they tried to use them?
Like if I took like a handful of pistachios right now and just threw it at your face, that would be like a tiny little.
I try and catch them in my mouth. I'd be like,
You would choke. One of them would go perfectly down your throat, and you would just be like.
I really got choked on your nuts.
We'd have to go explain that at the hospital. What happened? Well, you see,
He was shooting nuts in my face, and I choked on some.
just a giant, just load of nuts on his face, and he choked. It went down his throat weird. Can you help him?
Also, I forgot that they had shells on, and I tried to take them anyway.
Okay. Detectives contacted the owner of the company and were able to track down the suspects as well as all. It's just weird. There's too many A's and double
All
L's.
the pistachios.
All of the pistachios and the stolen trailers.
Yeah.
As
They
the crime-
got all of them back.
All
They
of them.
did not get very far in this
Do you
sale.
think-
It said they sold them, and they were able to get...
Yeah.
So the reseller was unable to resell them.
I guess.
I guess because you got to package them since they unpackaged them.
Do you think that guy like took some aside for himself though? He was like, "This bag is mine though."
Yo, what I want to know is, like, they counted them. They're like, all right, we've got all one cajillion of your
we
nuts
have
back.
all 3.6 million pistachios, and they're like, "Wait, it was 3.6,597,492." They're like, "What happened to those other
And the cops are just
pistachios?"
like, we got 3.6 million. We stopped counting after that.
We stopped counting at 100.
You get 1 comma, dude. 1 comma.
1 comma.
We count to 1 comma.
You're like, wait, so is there actually 3.6 million here? It looks like it. We counted to 1,000, went, that looks like 3.6 million. We're good, right?
We weighed them and we said, wow, that's a heavy load of nut.
We said,
That's a heavy
is
nut
this
load.
a massive load of nut?
And we said,
everyone said, yeah.
And the scale said yes.
It was like the magic mirror in Snow White. We're like, magic mirror.
So when they,
Is this a
what
massive
had
load of
happened
nuts?
what had happened was since they left packaged, we realized that obviously that weighed more. So when we weighed them unpackaged, we accounted for the lack of the packaging,
Of
and
course.
therefore, yeah, we probably have all of your nuts.
You also got to account for the loss in some
Maybe.
of all that crumbly stuff that falls out that's always in the bottom of the packaging.
I eat that.
I know. I'm just saying that's going to fall out, though, when they took it out of the packaging.
I like the skin part. That's the best part.
Yeah. Pistachios are great all around.
I'm
Well, let's
gonna
see
get
here.
Pistachios after this.
I think I have pistachios in my book bag. I might have to go crack into those. Didn't.
This is just cuts, and then we're just eating pistachios for the rest of the episode.
That would be great. As the crime scene spanned 3 counties, multiple law enforcement agencies were able to track down Bhavna Singh II. Bhavna Singh II, 23, of Fresno, as a suspect responsible for the theft, said Ritchie. He was found out at this home, not his home, this home. So they were
This
at,
should be a movie. The Great Nut Heist should be a movie.
I was going to say, would you call it the nut job? But that's already taken.
Exactly.
So
yes.
the Great Nut Heist.
The Great Nut Heist.
The Great Pistachio Heist.
No. That's
What, you going to take liberties and make them macadamias?
no.
And be like, okay, let's make them macadamias.
I'm just saying the Great Pistachio Heist doesn't roll off the tongue as well as the Great,
The Great Nut Heist. You're right. Okay, you're right. Okay, so they were at the house that
The
they arrested
house.
him
We're
because
at
they
the
were like,
house.
we tracked him to this house, this one right here.
He was here.
He was here. We tracked him here.
They tracked him here.
Is this his house? I don't know. It's this house. I don't know who owns this house. Ask an expert. They arrested and booked in. So he was arrested and booked into Tulare County Jail on charges of grand theft, looting, identity theft, and conspiracy. It's not as elaborate as I thought it was going to be, but I thought there'd be more charges for that. But deputies expect additional arrests will take place, and they found more evidence linking Second to the thefts at his house. Oh, now it's his house, not Not at this house anymore. In total, detectives recovered $294,000 in pistachios and $60,000 in trailers. So each trailer was $30,000. Anyone with further information is urged to contact Detective Brian DeHaan or Sergeant Brian Clower at the Tulare County. I can see you in the monitor. At the Tulare County Sheriff's Office at 1-800-808-0488 or anonymously at tcso@tipnow.com or by text or voicemail. Holy shit, they got so many. At 559-725-4194.
47 questions.
Help bring these nut thieves.
They already caught that.
Just one, remember? One.
But he did the whole thing. He drove both the trucks.
I was going to say, yeah. They were like, so he went, picked up one, left, changed his hair, and was like, I'm a different guy.
I'm here for the second load.
And they're like, you look a lot like, it'd be like, it's a family business.
No, I've only taken one load today.
Give me your massive nut load.
I didn't get two. I need one load.
One load.
That other guy got that other load.
Yeah, so.
We work together. It's like a tag team thing. We get the nuts.
For the giant nut load. We work together to get the nut load. But yeah, that's it.
You're being racist with that accent.
I don't know.
Just because his name is Singh.
I feel like his regular voice, he used his regular voice for the first one, and he was like, I need to change it. So he just did that voice for the second one when he came back. He was like, I need to add some sort of accent, and that's what he chose. Because that's just what people do.
You just put glasses on.
It's like that Hannibal Buress joke.
Everybody knows if you put glasses on, different person.
It's the ultimate cover.
All right, watch.
Who are you?
I'm Paul.
Everybody, like you to meet Paul. He's going to be the new co-host. Hopefully it goes better than Kyle. But yeah, so let's go on to the next one, Paul, all right?
Pol looks like a completely different person to me.
Completely different.
Because I can't see.
he looks very blurry.
He's shapish. He's got a shape.
Yeah, you know. All right, so on to the next one.
On to the first one, part 2.
You're very similar to Kyle, Paul. Oh my god.
I was here the whole time.
Oh my world is destroyed.
I was hiding in plain sight.
That was incredible. You should teach people how to do that. I feel like the witness protection program could greatly benefit from your skills. That was amazing. Phallic-shaped meat prompts police investigation. It's dick meat, as you can see.
So you did the giant nut loads right before the dick meat.
Yes,
you should have did the dick meat before the load.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
You gotta eat the dick meat before you get the load.
Gotta get the dick meat first, and then you can get the massive nut load.
Yeah.
I did this backwards. Sorry. Maybe this should have been the first one.
So just because if it was a banana, the police would be like, oh, we need to investigate.
But look at because it's like the tendon looking stuff and long, and then it has like a
really sharp, pointy tip.
I don't know. It's been
you
cooked.
tell me one dick that looks like that.
I don't know. We can go on Pornhub and see if we can find one. Should we hold it up to other dicks?
I think the fact that it just sparked an investigation and there's no arrest kind of implies that it's just
it looks very much like a dick.
It doesn't really though. It looks like a mummified penis, if anything.
I mean, after being cooked, I bet you your penis would change a little bit.
Yeah, if my dick ever has to be cut off and cooked, I hope that they jerk season it. I want it to be seasoned with jerk and served with nuts.
Just one last time.
Yeah.
Just one last time. Gotta get the jerk.
I want my dick jerked if it ever has to be cooked.
There you go. There you go.
Blackened.
For all you cannibals out there. Okay, authorities did their due diligence this week after a woman thought she bought a package of smoked turkey tails.
The fuck?
What the fuck are turkey tails?
Feathers.
Okay. But received something that was much more phallic-shaped than expected. Lamia Springfield of Akron. What? Her name is... Singfield. Okay. Lamia Singfield of Akron said she had purchased a pack of smoked turkey tails from the grocery store to cook for dinner. Real quick. Yeah. Should I look up to see what it looks like?
Leave in the comments what a turkey tail is.
Yeah.
Is this just smoked turkey feathers?
Is this like a specialty dish for, what is this, Ohio?
What is the turkey tail?
Photos of the mysterious meat.
Is that
Akron.
like
Akron's in
turkeys don't
Ohio,
have
right?
tails?
Is it Akron, Ohio?
There's lots of Akrons.
Okay, we're just going to assume it's Ohio.
This is Akron, Missouri.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. So
Akron, Idaho.
As she was cooking them in beans,
Tails and beans?
dick meat and beans. The fact that it was in beans just makes this even better.
I don't think so. I think you're being ridiculous.
99 cents for 1 month. No
It's a
Labor Day sale. Okay. She said
Don't
something
let your
didn't
Pornhub
look
ads
right.
keep popping up during this show, man. That's like kind of rude and inappropriate.
One of the tails looked a lot more like a human penis than any other kind of meat. I'm calling Save-A-Lot. This ain't right. Singfield said on Facebook live stream. I don't know what this is.
She was live streaming herself eating these?
I think she was just like, hey, everybody, is that a dick? That looks like a dick, right? That's a dick, right? Okay, yeah, I'm calling this
No,
store.
I think she live streams herself eating turkey tails.
Like she's a
She's
a streamer. She's just a streamer. and
She's
she
doing
just-
a mukbang. Bukkake.
I kind of want to look up what turkey tails are supposed to look like.
Turkey tails are supposed to look like the tails of turkeys.
Turkey.
Now this is the part of the show
Tail.
Jared plays on the internet.
That's a dog. Turkey tail. This is a
dog food.
mushroom.
Mushroom. Wait, are turkey tails just mushrooms? And it's not meat at all.
I mean, that would explain. And that's a turkey. That's just showing that.
Turkeys don't have tails. That's what I know.
Wait, is this a? And this is a feather. So far. Oh wait.
Turkey tail meat.
What the fuck?
What
That's a really bad picture.
is that just parts of the spine?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it doesn't look very appetizing.
Apparently it's good.
I want to know if she bought the meat or the mushroom.
Why not? Both.
¿Por qué no los dos? Okay, ¿por qué no los dos? All right, let's go back.
Beans and mushrooms, I don't think that'd be a great meal.
Probably not. Let's see here. Central sit on live stream. I know what this is. Bet you do.
Turkey tail.
A photo of the label said she provided says smoked pork tails.
Well, that's different. Pigs have tails.
Was this a turkey tail? Is this a penis? Or is this a pork tail?
It's a pork tail because she has a label that says pork tail. What the frig?
Was that it? Is there no more?
That's the end of it.
Oh,
She
there
goes,
we go.
I know what this is. And she had a picture of a receipt that said
Of a-
pork
yeah.
tails. Well, pigs have tails, but
Yeah.
turkeys don't have tails.
She went on Facebook Live, something she does regularly, to ask friends what they saw, to ask friends if they saw what she did. At first, she said she thought it was funny, but the longer she looked at the item, the more she became concerned the phallic-shaped meat could be from a human. So she called the police. They have the dick in a bag. You can just see it right here. Just dick in a bag.
That's what they said, or that's what they did?
No, you can see it in the bag. It's a dick in a bag right now. Right here on this picture that you're not looking at because you're looking at your phone.
I'm looking at pictures of turkey tails.
Oh,
You did a bad job. You
the
just
mushroom-
typed in turkey tail. I typed in turkey tail meat, and I got lots of pictures of it.
Okay, then. All right. According to the police report, Singfield told responding officers that she was concerned the piece of meat. Whoa! What? Why is this changing? Could be human remains. I hope it's not a human.
mean,
because-
look, some of them are long.
Yeah, like that. That's similar.
But where's the turkey's tail?
It's probably like a little nub underneath all the feathers that the feathers connect to. That's what I would assume.
And then part of the spinal column?
I guess there
there's
seems to be a lot of
bunch.
vertebrae looking things in it. I hope it's not human because then somebody is missing something that they need or somebody might be dead.
Look at this one. That's one hot turkey dick.
It's not turkey dick. It's turkey tail. It's its
Whatever.
ass. It's on its ass.
Ass.
Did you hear what she said about how someone might be missing something or dead?
They're probably dead.
Yeah.
Can you just take someone's penis?
Let's see here. The piece of meat also has a bone in it, which is not very...
That's not very what penises have.
They said it's likely a pigtail.
Because the packaging said pork
pigtail.
tail?
At Save-A-Lot, we have a long-held commitment to the highest standards in quality control and work in partnership with our vendors. Those standards are upheld.
So you know what this is? What this is a woman who went, grabbed something, and accidentally grabbed something that was next to it, thinking it was the same thing, and it wasn't. And then she immediately accused the store of selling penises.
Yeah, well, because it says right here, she says, on Tuesday that regardless of what it was, the meat was mislabeled and wasn't a turkey tail. But on the thing, it said pork tail. Yeah. Was it on the receipt or was it on the packaging? I don't remember what it was.
She said the package.
Oh, the label says smoked pork tails.
This is literally just someone who grabbed the wrong thing,
Yeah.
cooked it, went, that doesn't look right.
Oh, her receipt says that she bought turkey tails, but the package says she bought pork tails. And then compared to all the other meat in the packaging, this looks like a dick, is what she said.
Because she probably bought a pack of turkey tails.
Yeah.
Because it's literally just someone put something in the wrong spot, or
Yeah.
she just grabbed things thinking they were the same
Mhm.
and didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
This is a whole thing.
about pay
because-
attention to what you buy.
This is like the time when I went to the grocery store
Mhm.
and I grabbed the wrong cereal and got yelled at. But I didn't call the police and accuse it of being
Drugs.
not Cheerios.
She said drugs.
Crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine. There we go. Bought
'Cause it
crack
was
cocaine.
Frosted Flakes, which is the same thing.
Crack cocaine from Wegmans.
Wegmans.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, she definitely grabbed. She thought she was grabbing turkey tails.
Grabbed pork tails. And apparently
Somebody was looking at pork tails. They were like, "Oh, I can make that." You know, never mind. They put it down in the turkey tails thing, most likely.
probably.
And then she picked that up. Went, "Oh, those are some big turkey tails."
That's a big turkey tail.
And she was like, "And look at that price. Turkey tails are probably more expensive than pigtails." So that's probably what happened.
Yeah,
she was
'cause
like,
probably
"Oh,
gotta
that's
kill more turkeys than get
exactly
more tail parts."
So she's like, "Oh, this is a great deal." So she got that one.
She brought it up to the counter. She's like, "Here, I got 2 things of turkey tails." And the scanner person Charlie just went boop boop, and then
Or it didn't ring up, so the person had to like manually type in the thing for turkey tails and then just put it on like a weighing thing, and that's why I went through as turkey tails on the receipt.
the fact that she trusted the receipt more than the packaging label
Yeah,
is weird.
it's weird.
She's like,
It-
I paid
According to
for
this, it's
turkey
probably not a
tails,
dick.
and they gave me pork tails, and therefore this must be a penis.
She has an attorney handling the situation.
This, oh my god, this story just got so dumb. It should have ended with "it is a penis." In reality, it's someone that didn't look at what they were buying,
Yeah, I think it's
and a
ridiculous
store
that she has an
clerk who was
attorney.
lazy and just rang 2 things up at one time and put them together because
Yeah.
they do that all the time. You know, you grab like 3 kinds of like soda or cookies or some shit,
And they're just like, just give me
same
one of 'em."
manufacturer.
Yeah,
Boop, boop,
just give me
boop,
one.
boop. It's like someone going and being like, "I bought Sprite and Coke, but I paid for just Coke. So these should be Coke. Even
Yeah.
though they say Sprite, I paid for them to be Coke."
They were in the same spot as the Coke that I got. It's like the Sprite was right next to it. Someone probably just moved it over. No. These are Coke.
These are green Cokes. That's what I thought I was
A
buying.
very rare green Coke. I thought
Remember
this
when
was for
Coke did have green cans at one point? I forget what it was
that for like St. Patrick's Day or something?
No, it was just like a thing they did. It was like bio-friendly. I don't know, man. The
If-
Coca-Cola.
If you're drinking Coca-Cola, you shouldn't
the
really give a
can
shit
was
about
just
it.
green. Yeah, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what color it is.
Exactly. All right, so we're going to continue to the next one. This person just was dumb and they didn't read it, and they apparently
Apparently got
it's
the
not
law
a dick.
involved.
Because they would have said if it was a penis, and it's not. It's nowhere in there. They just said it's most likely a pigtail.
It just has less sugar.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you guys know about that? That Coke had a green can.
I did. The whole world should.
Just because you know about something doesn't mean everybody does.
Everyone should know the things about the stuff.
All right, we're going on to the next one.
It's not even a dick. It's just a pigtail. And how is the law involved?
Because she thought it was
She's
a dick.
suing because she can't read. The store should sue her for being fucking retarded.
Right? For libel. There we go.
I guess I'm not supposed to say that word anymore. Ryan yelled at me.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
For
next
her
one.
being dumb as shit, not reading good.
There we go. On to the next one. Woman punched after giving reading at Philadelphia church.
Did she deserve it?
I don't know. I literally just read that and went, who punched her? What was she doing? What was it at? I need to know more.
It was the priest.
That's what I was hoping. I was hoping that the priest punched her. I'm glad that we're on the same page at least.
It's at a cathedral.
Okay, so Philadelphia's archbishop called it a senseless act of aggression after a woman who had finished reading at a Roman Catholic church was punched as she left the altar. Who punched her?
One, did they punch her because she's not good at reading? She was like, and then John said
to Juices. To Jesse. John said to Jesse, "You are my server."
Stop that.
What?
John said to
Said
Jesse,
stop that?
Stop that. And Jesse said, no.
Okay.
And he said, bring me your children. I don't know how the Bible works.
The attack took place on Sunday during the 11 a.m. Mass, which was streamed on Facebook Live from the Cathedral Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul. Video showed the lector leaving the altar when a woman punched her. The lector who was assaulted received immediate attention and assistance from cathedral staff members off camera. Were they wearing masks?
If not, that's a whole separate crime.
Yeah. She did not require medical attention. The suspect was not detained. Why not? Why didn't you detain the suspect?
Because he punched her in the name of Jesus.
It's like, Jesus said,
the Lord,
right hook.
The Lord hath cometh and told me that your reading is trash.
Such behavior is unacceptable at all times, especially within the confines of a church building and during the celebration of the Holy Mass, Perez said. He assured parishioners that security plans are in place at the cathedral. The archdiocese was working with police. So was this just a random woman?
No, she's the lector. Whatever a lector is.
No, the lector is the person reading.
That's all that means?
Yeah, because like lecture, lecturer, lector, Hannibal. You know, he read a lot. So that's what it is. The lector is the person reading. So she just read. She was like, amen. And walked off.
Amen.
So she walked off. And as she was walking off, some random woman apparently just ran in and was like, I hate your speaking voice. And just real quick clipped her. And then apparently ran out and no one tried to stop her.
She left? It doesn't say she left.
It said that she wasn't detained.
Yeah. She just went back to watching the rest
She
of the church.
She just sat back down. Wait, does it have the video?
She was all, you
That's not
cited this as being John 3:16, but it was actually John 3:17.
It was actually it was letter to the Romans, to the Corinthians. Where's the video? Like, he keeps talking about, like, the video showed this. Give me the video or give me death.
You know, since they haven't really cited a reason, I'm going to do that thing that we do where we decide.
We're just going to come up with a reason?
She probably deserved it.
She probably deserved it?
She probably deserved it.
Are you saying she was doing a bad job reading? She was saying some bad things? Did she say...
She was blasphemous.
Okay.
She got all up there and she was like, women should be allowed to work. And that other woman was like, whoa.
It's not a Muslim.
You're not reading the Bible
like
good.
Something in Saudi Arabia. This is in Philadelphia.
Dude, it's the same religion. Like, I don't know why people think they're not. They are. They have the same rules. Just because white people are like, no, that one's just a suggestion, doesn't make it that different. There's people that think that you should follow all of it.
I don't think...
Maybe she was like, I love shrimp. Let's talk about where the Bible says shrimps are bad. And the other lady was like, whoa, you eat shrimp? And then she punched her.
Do you think she was like, so Jesus said to his followers, by the way, Jesus is black, and then just continued with the rest of it?
interrupted and injected her own philosophy.
She was just like, so Jesus said to his apostles, everybody, when you're picturing this, picture not that Jesus, black Jesus, please. Black Jesus.
Not the super fit white man.
Not that one.
With the nice hair and the beard.
He's attractive, but that is not there. He was not doing CrossFit in the middle of Jerusalem.
Not the one with the creepy smiling Jesus that's on that billboard in between Jim Thorpe and whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, not that creepy Jesus.
The one telling you to bring your kids to his house.
Yeah, it is, historically accurate black Jesus.
He wasn't black. They have they made that image of him. He was like
historically accurate.
Arab.
Historically accurate brown Jesus.
There you go.
There we go. So picture that, not that. I will continue with a letter
he had
from Paul
short
to the
hair and a
Corinthians.
short beard because people would have been making fun of him for having the long stuff.
Bugs get into beards, especially in deserts.
Well trimmed.
He was probably looking good, but he wasn't looking that cut.
Curly hair.
Yeah,
Probably really skinny because he wandered around the desert and didn't eat anything
He
except
ate.
bread
He
and
just make his-
wine
And fish,
and fish.
high in omega-3s.
Those are good for you.
Exactly. So he was probably thin, but he wasn't like emaciated.
He probably had like a runner's body from just doing all
yeah.
the cross country. Like he was probably real tall and skinny.
Yeah. Because there's never any stories about him being on a wagon. He's always walking.
He
Dude's
walked
walking
or
everywhere.
rode a donkey, but didn't
Yeah.
he just walk the donkey? He didn't even ride it because
He felt
can't
bad
really
for the donkey.
ride him that far.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, all right, come on, donkey. You
All
can
his
make
friends
it.
are on horses. He's like, I can't keep up.
Yeah, exactly.
What we should do is we should just walk the horses there. That's what it was. It's
Yeah.
like it's not like that. Like one chubby kid, then you're going out and you're all riding together, and he's like, "Hey guys, what if we just walk our bikes up the hill?"
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, that's. Are you saying Jesus was the chubby kid?
Apparently, except he had a donkey.
He had a donkey. That was
Instead of
his
a 5-speed.
chubbiness.
Yeah.
Or he had the 1 speed. He didn't have the gears, so all of his friends were able to just plow right up that hill. And he was like, "Hey guys,
What if we walk?
how about you guys come all the way back down here?" And they're like, "Yes, Jesus. What do you need?" Be like, "How about all of us get off of our horses and my
I have
donkey?"
this really cool idea. What if we carry our bikes and we walk up the hill?
And they're like, "But Jesus, we were all the way up the hill already." I know you were, but hear me out.
My
What
dad
if
said
together-
that life is about trials, and this is a trial that we're
Yeah.
going through right now.
So let's just pop these on our backs and trudge up that hill. So maybe that's what this woman said, and this other woman punched her for it.
Yeah, she was like, "No, Jesus wants us to have all of the money.
Yeah.
Do not give to the poor, and food stamps." That's how they feel, right? The conservative Christians, they're all like, "Poor people should die."
Yeah, because
And this woman was all up there reading
It's
the parts of
what
the Bible
Jesus
where it's
wants.
like, "Give away your earthly possessions," and she's like,
Yep.
"Jesus never said that.
Jesus just
Jesus said."
he said heal the sick as long as they have insurance.
Jesus said
That's-
taxation is theft.
Yep. That's what Jesus said. So she punched her for it. That's what happened. Okay, so everybody, that is the story.
Probably.
What we just said is exactly what happened. We're in Pennsylvania
Maybe.
also, so we know exactly how things work here.
Yeah, I've seen the Liberty Bell.
According to Mythical Chef Josh, where we
Well,
live
I
is
didn't
a
see the Liberty
suburb
Bell.
of Philadelphia.
I've seen the replica of the Liberty Bell,
Oh, I saw the Liberty Bell.
the one that's in Allentown.
Oh, see, I saw the Liberty Bell.
You know, that suburb of Philadelphia.
Yeah, suburb of Philadelphia.
That's in a different county.
Yeah, we love you, Mythical Chef
That's
Josh, but
that's how
we're-
suburbs work.
We're
Sometimes
we're far
suburbs
away.
are in completely different counties.
Yeah, and they're also an hour and a half on a good day away.
Yeah, I mean sometimes 3 depending on traffic.
Yeah, depending on traffic, you're 3 hours away. Just be like, hey, I just got to take a quick trip to my house. Where is it? Oh, it's just in the suburbs. Oh, okay, so you're going to be back in like 15, 20 minutes.
Nah, I'll be back tomorrow.
Like 6 hours. Give me a solid 6 hours, and I'll be back
I'm probably
here.
gonna go to bed before that. So it's 6 hours of awake time, but like
Yeah.
in reality it's gonna be like
I'm
12
gonna
hours.
I'm gonna be asleep. I'm gonna try to get a solid 8 hours tonight of sleep. It's good. So I'll be
I'll
back.
try and beat the rush hour
same-
traffic tomorrow.
Same
so
time
maybe,
tomorrow.
Maybe I'll be back earlier.
Let's pick this up same time tomorrow. I just got to run to my suburban home real quick in Allentown.
Shout out Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Shout out. On to the next one.
Also,
Oh.
cheesesteaks have red sauce.
No, they don't.
Good ones
Stop
do.
with that. Stop with that.
Good ones do.
Don't get your New Jersey on a Pennsylvania dish.
I'm sorry. Pretty sure that every cheesesteak place out here sells that too.
It's an option.
It's actually harder to find cheesesteaks with Cheese Whiz.
Whiz does not make it a cheesesteak. Whiz is just an option. A lot of people get either American or provolone.
You know what's actually the best kind of cheesesteak? The California cheesesteak.
Okay.
With the mayonnaise, the lettuce, and the tomato.
Nope. Not gonna
They're
stand for it.
so good.
If you were at a church altar right now, I'd punch you after you got off. Maybe that's what she did.
Let me know down in the comments if you like a California cheesesteak. Also, you know what's really funny when you watch people make cheesesteak sandwiches or steak sandwiches on cooking shows, and they just make a steak and then put bread on it, and it's like that's not what that means.
That's not a steak at all.
You've never been anywhere.
Have you been to Philadelphia?
I watched Matty Matheson do it. I'm like, Canadians are confused on what steak sandwiches are.
It's supposed to
come
be
here,
chopped steak.
Come to Pennsylvania. I mean, it is a ribeye, but you gotta chop it up.
You need to thinly slice that shit.
You definitely don't cook it medium rare. You burn the crap out of it.
Well,
I like the crunchy bits.
Because normally what happens is you start cooking it to around medium rare, and then when you throw everything onto the sandwich, the heat locks in, and then that's why they put it in that.
Crunchy edges? I like the crunchy edges sometimes.
No, I actually do like the crunchy edges sometimes. It's good as long as it's like a pure cheesesteak. As long as it has just cheese, onions, and meat, then I'm fine with the crispy edges.
And sweet peppers.
Stop bringing your steak sandwich with cheese over here into this cheesesteak conversation.
You know what I've never had until I came to this area was cheesesteak sauce, and I don't like that.
Cheesesteak sauce?
It's real sweet.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a purist. And it is steak, onions, cheese.
Sometimes mayonnaise.
Good bread. No.
And lettuce and tomato.
What is this?
An onion.
In Creed, I think he did that, where he was like,
he got a California cheesesteak.
He was like, can I get a cheesesteak? And then he's like, with mayo and ketchup. And I was like, no. Why is this happening?
When I was a kid, my mom would make them the steakums ones.
Yeah.
Ketchup on it, so good.
Oh my!
I just put a ton of ketchup on that.
Blasphemy. Done. Don't you stay up on your altar because you're gonna get punched so in the face.
One time I made a cheesesteak and I chopped up cherry peppers and I put it in. That was pretty good because they're sweet and spicy.
I mean, there are cheesesteaks that are you can put different things on them, but it's not a Philly cheesesteak.
I also put red sauce on that.
Oh my god, you and your red sauce.
So good.
I mean, Philly does have one where it's not a cheesesteak at all, but it's up there with the cheesesteaks where it's it has a broccoli rabe and pork. And people say this is just as good as a cheesesteak. I haven't had it, but people say that.
One time I went to
people from California, but
remember when Bobby Flay used to challenge people to making sandwiches or something?
I loved that show.
Yeah, I went to the one in Philadelphia and I got that sandwich, the brisket one with the egg on it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a trip to Philly. Take a trip to Philly and go eat stuff.
Yeah, and then we'll go to the Mutter Museum of Medical Mysteries.
Did you say that was in Philly?
Yeah, it's in Philadelphia.
Okay, yeah, that'll
That's
be
why
great.
I've seen it.
We'll make a whole day
at
of it.
baby skeletons.
Yeah, we'll make a whole day of it. Yeah, we'll do that. On to the next one now.
On to the first one again. Go back to the first one.
No, this one's great. He's not a child. Brazil's hapless president, Jair Bolsonaro, lifts dwarf in all capitals in the air after mistaking him for a child. And this guy,
that's the greatest day in the world for that man.
Up. Thumbs up like this.
No, he's doing the
shaka.
Yeah.
Okay, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has been filmed lifting a dwarf into the air. Dwarf isn't the term, right?
I don't think we're supposed to use that one.
Yeah, this is just to let everybody know. This is the U.S. Sun.
White.
I'm not saying this man's a dwarf.
This isn't Snow White.
Yeah,
we don't have dwarfs.
Little person is the correct term, right?
He's definitely not a Dwemer.
He's not a Dwemer.
No,
he's not sitting there making mechanical clockwork, steam powered spiders and things.
I think the appropriate term is short guy.
Short guy. I thought little person was the appropriate.
Who wants to be called a little person?
I know. I'm not saying that it's the best option.
I think we should call them halflings.
I would be fine with that. Because I feel like most people that are really, really short would prefer to be a halfling over a dwarf. Dwarves
Hobbits.
need the beard.
Yeah.
The beard's a necessity.
You got to be thick.
Super thick. You need to be thick boys and thick girls to be a dwarf.
Thick.
This guy does not look. Unless is that the president or is that
That is definitely not the president.
or the little man that he picked up?
How can you not tell?
I don't know. It's a bad quality.
It's definitely not the president.
Okay. So, wait, is that the president? Is he on his shoulders right now? Did he lift him up onto his shoulders?
That president went over. Is like, how old are you, young man? He's like 30. He's like, ha ha ha. That's so cute, little boy.
Oh my God.
Look at him.
Look at this little boy.
I love the children. I am here for the children. I'm still 30.
I'm gonna click on the pictures real quick just to see if we can get a better view. Yep. Nope. That is the little man that he picked up. Did he put him on his shoulder? Because it looks like he hoisted him up and sat him on his shoulder like Tiny
know.
Tim in the end of like A Christmas Story. Yeah, like that's oh man. But in the footage, Bolsonaro, flanked by security guards, can be seen picking up the dwarf. Stop saying that,
Please
U.S.
tell
son.
me he kissed him on the forehead.
Does it get you? What is that?
Don't
Is that
they kiss children?
I thought leprechauns, if you catch them and then kiss them on the forehead, you get a wish.
You had to kiss them? I didn't know that. I just thought if you caught them.
Oh.
And I just thought they gave you gold.
Well, let's see here. He can be seen picking up the dwarf who is wearing a mask into the air. A woman in the background could be heard asking, "Is that a child?" The dwarf is then put down on the ground and Bolsonaro moves on, surrounded by a crowd. The video shared on Twitter by news outlet GSTV.
Wait a minute.
I tried
Wait
to
a minute.
pronounce GSTV.
Even if this was a child, I feel like it's not appropriate to just
Hoist
lift a
it in the
child
air?
up in the air as you're
Yeah.
walking past and then put it back down and keep going. Like
When
imagine
someone just goes,
going
"Child," and you're like,
imagine being at like a parade and there's just somebody walking through the crowd just like
just picking up kids everywhere.
Boop.
Yeah.
Boop.
Not cool. It's like, not cool, people. Don't touch other people's children. And definitely don't touch grown adults that you can't distinguish from children. Just
he
don't lift people
enjoyed
up.
it though. He was like,
did.
yeah, I'm
He
a
did
kid,
go-
whatever.
He did. Oh my God! It said. All right, I gotta get to that part. The video shared on Twitter, GSTV, has been seen 1.7 million times and received over 1,900 comments. One wrote, "The best is the moment that you see him realize, oh shit, it's a dwarf." I seriously don't like the use of
Maybe
the
in
word
Brazil,
dwarf.
maybe in Brazil they call them dwarves.
Like that's the appropriate vernacular.
Yeah, like maybe they live in like golden tunnels in the mountains or something.
They just mine a lot. They're into precious stones and gold.
Hi-ho. But whatever that is in Portuguese.
And they all have like roommates, like a lot of them.
like a bunch. Like they all have to live in like little camps of 7.
Yeah. His face is priceless. Another added, "Damn masks, you can't even recognize family members. Who can tell if a dwarf is a child or not?"
Why is everybody calling him a dwarf? Just, is this appropriate? Leave it in the comments. We're allowed to call you
offended
dwarf.
by the amount of times we're saying dwarf, know that it's not us. But let us know.
If that's what you want to be called.
Yeah, if anybody of the shorter persuasion, I guess, since you don't like little person,
If you midging right now,
you can't.
I made a new word for it.
I mean, that's an Ebonics word right there. So I mean, that's
and you want to be known as a dwemer. Let us know. Also, how is your gold craftery? Can you build robots?
Yeah, let us know. Are you a master of steampunk design?
Are you all engineers?
Do you fuck with the war?
Does being a dwarf allow like your little fingers? Does that help you with your engineering so that you can like get into more technical things?
Now that I think about it, I think that's why the Dwemer were so good at development and stuff in Skyrim.
Yeah, but unfortunately, like the actual disease that causes like
Does not give you like
it
nimble
like locks
fingers.
up some of them.
Yeah, it's terrible. But The incident comes as Bolsonaro faces growing pressure over his handling of the coronavirus outbreak in Brazil. I almost said Brizzle. I almost called Brazil Brizzle.
Actually, that makes it worse. Because not only does he just walk around picking people up
during a pandemic.
During a pandemic, he's like, I'm just going to pick up this random ass child. Oh, sorry. You're a dwarf?
He was wearing a mask because apparently the mask didn't help. People determined that it wasn't a dwarf and it wasn't a child.
It doesn't matter. You probably shouldn't pick up.
You shouldn't during a pandemic.
6 feet people.
He initially sought to play down the virus as a little flu. Guess he was wrong, though has now been pictured a number of times wearing a face mask when out in public. At least one president of a country is wearing a mask out in public.
Are none of the other ones?
Trump isn't.
That's one other president.
Well, the thing is that after America, Brazil is the next worst. So of the top 3 that are handling it poorly, at least number 2's president is wearing a mask now.
Trump wears masks now.
No, he doesn't.
I've seen videos of him.
He
wears them bad.
He went to a mask.
He's a mouth
factory.
coverer.
You don't remember when he went to the mask factory and they were like, "Hey, can you wear a mask?" And he went, "Nah, not gonna do that." It was in Pennsylvania. He came here.
He contaminated a mask factory.
Yeah, like they tried to keep him away from everything because they were like, "He's not wearing a mask and he won't put it on." So
I've also seen videos of him wearing a mask, but also him wearing it as like
here.
Yeah, one of the free of the nose people.
Yeah, gotta love it. Because germs don't come out of your nose; it only comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, duh.
It's an exit. The nose is an entrance only. Sneezing always comes out of your mouth, not out of your nose. Right? That's how that works. All right. Let's see here. Brazil has now recorded almost 3.5 million corona cases, placing it second globally, only to the United States. See what I just said.
What happened to Italy? Italy was winning.
No, we're winning now. We have way more than Italy did.
Yeah, Italy eat our dust.
Look at you sucking, being all good and shit and
Italy,
getting rid of viruses.
Catch up, bruh.
America #1. We're #1. We're so good at making people get sick.
I'll tell you this joke later.
Okay, off camera. It has seen at least 111,443. That's very specific. People die, meaning it accounts for 14% of the global death toll, despite having only 2.7% of the world's population. Bolsonaro has already lost 2 health ministers since the beginning of the pandemic.
They died or they quit?
I love how we both are just like, did they die?
They're like, yo, this is for real. And he's like, nah.
And then they died.
And then they died from the virus. And he's like, it's still not a thing.
Let's see. The first, Louise with a Z, Mandetta, was fired in April amidst disagreements over the need for social isolation measures, which Bolsonaro claimed were unnecessary. The second, Nelson Tish,
Stop.
a qualified physician, resigned in May, reportedly over further disagreements with Bolsonaro about the government's approach. In a statement following the resignation, Tish said simply, "Life is made of choices, and today I choose to leave. It's not easy to be at the front of the ministry like this at such a difficult period."
These presidents that are
Bolsonaro walking away after putting the dwarf back down. Stop using the word dwarf. These presidents.
I don't even know anymore. He said dwarf again.
You're like, that's one dwarf too many. I'm done. Oh my God.
These people that like deny that like COVID's like a thing. They're just
That it
watching their
exists.
people die.
Yeah.
And like they have like doctors that are like, hey,
Stop
maybe
that.
we should take some procedures to make less people die.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah. I mean, like,
It's a little
it's
flu.
not that many people.
They're like, yeah, but it's like
It's more people
100,000.
than there would have been if we didn't have the virus. And he's like,
Yeah. Be like, I can tell you that if we would have done things to stop the virus and we didn't have it,
Jared, you know what?
that
You know
zero
what?
people would have died from coronavirus.
Do you know
if we
what it
didn't have
is? Do you know what
coronavirus.
it is?
What?
It's the windmills.
It's definitely the windmills. It's the cancer and the dead eagles.
It's the windmills. They kill birds, and the birds spread the corona.
It comes out of the. Oh, do you know what it is? The birds, they fly into the windmill that just completely mists their blood, and then the windmills push it out.
So what it is actually what it is it's seagulls
Okay.
coming from
Because
Cancun.
because our show has a stance against seagulls.
It's the seagulls coming from Cancun,
Okay, yeah.
drinking Corona
Okay, yeah.
on the beach down there.
Of course.
They're flying up, getting killed by the windmills,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's shooting the Corona out into the air. And that's how we're getting
And
it.
it's creating wind currents,
This is how
which
it
then
happens.
suck up into the chemtrails.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
it rains, it's raining down Corona.
Yes.
That's
Everybody
exactly
has it.
what it
Actually, it's like the Walking Dead
Walking
disease.
Dead
Everybody
virus, yeah.
has it.
Yeah.
Some people just aren't affected yet.
Yeah.
We'll find out when we die.
Okay. Also, stop using the word dwarves.
Unless they like being called that.
Unless, yeah. I mean, if we do have any people that are little people,
You know that there's somewhere.
people of diminished stature.
There is somewhere where there's a little man.
Yeah.
With a tall woman.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, Snow White, call me Grumpy."
Okay, if you are of a diminished stature
and you're in a
relationship,
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs kink.
relationship with like a tall woman, let us know if you've ever RP'd that. If you just role played that, just send us a message.
They're just in the middle of it, and she's like,
She's just making apple pies and shit like that all the time.
yeah, and then they fuck them.
You take the apple pie, you smush it on the chest. I mean, you let it cool down first, of course.
People are missing out. I bet there is a video of
Yeah,
7 little people. banging.
Guarantee you, there's a video of that.
There's like a reverse Piper Perry video. It's like just a really big woman and 7 little men.
That if there's not, please get on that. We're going to go to the last one while we let you all marinate on the thought of that, all right?
And there's birds in the background singing and shit.
I mean, if they can train the birds not to fly away, then yeah, go for it.
At the end, they release the doves.
Of course, you have to. It's like a John Woo movie. Was that my throat? Your throat? Whose throat was that?
That was me.
Okay. We're going to end with Floridaman.
Floridaman. Floridaman. Why
There
can't we
is
leave on
windmills in the
dwarves?
background. Is that why you mentioned it?
No.
There's windmills in the back of this
No,
picture.
No.
Oh,
no.
man.
I was just remembering how windmills were the cause of everything bad in America. Got to get that good old clean coal.
All right, let's see here. Police. Man steals scratch-off tickets from store. Tries to cash winning ticket at the same place.
What they should have done
Let's go to a different place.
was take the winning monies
Uh-huh.
and be like, okay, you won, but we're going to take what these were supposed to cost out of it.
I mean...
And then he'd be like, but I only won $10, and this is $40 worth of tickets. And they'd be like, yeah, you owe us $30.
Yep. All right, so Clearwater, Florida. You might say he ran out of luck. Clearwater police say Herbert...
Clearwater's where the Scientology building is, like the headquarters.
Oh, he should have gone there. Clearwater police say Herbert McClellan, 27, walked into a Speedway gas station around 2 a.m. Tuesday. While in the store, investigators say McClellan reached over the counter to steal 13
That man's
different
last name is
scratch-offs.
McClellan.
Yeah, McClellan. It doesn't really... Yeah. I got you.
Remember Black Knight?
Yeah.
He was Black Irish, right? Wasn't that like a part of the joke in there?
I think. I'm going to have to rewatch it. I think I have that movie. Yeah, right there. See? The green one on the top shelf? Black Knight. We'll watch that later.
McClellan.
Let's see here.
That's the most Irish last name ever.
Yeah.
So
So
his first name's Herbert.
yeah. So 13 different scratch-off lottery tickets while the clerk was distracted. I thought that was I hate when they have these things in the middle.
How does
because
that
it looks
happen?
like it ends.
How does that happen? Because like they're usually behind like a plexiglass thing.
Especially now. Yeah. But no, I mean like, because now the tickets are inside of that like case. And to reach around, they now have plexiglass hanging because of the corona.
Ay, corona.
Ay, corona. He then left the store without paying for the tickets, worth $102. We were off with the 40. We sold him short. He didn't waste any time in checking to see if there were any winners. When one ticket offered a $30 prize, we were very close with the payout, though. Officers say
$10 and he owed $30. He won $30 and he owes $110.
But here's the even better part. He went back into the same store a few hours later to cash it in. Employees called police, who arrested McClellan for petite theft. That's what it's called? If it's not grand larceny, it's petite theft.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more than what's it called when you just steal like something from Walmart?
Shoplifting.
It's a little more than shoplifting, a little less than larceny,
and way less than grand larceny. All right, so and dealing in stolen property. He's being held on a $12,000 bond.
So $110 worth of lottery tickets that netted him $30 that he never received.
Because now he's in jail.
Now cost him $12,000.
Will cost him $12,000 just to get out.
Plus, because this is America, that man is going to jail for at least 4 years.
Oh, yeah. It's guaranteed.
Without a doubt. If that man doesn't go to jail, then, I mean...
That would be a miracle.
Is this even America?
It wouldn't be. It's not going to happen.
I mean...
He's guaranteed to go to jail for an inordinate amount of time for stealing $102.
The $12,000 bail already explains it, because if that was a white man, it would have been like... All right, just pay for the tickets now, plus an extra $100.
Yeah, it would have been, he's been released on his own volition to return.
Yeah.
That's what it would have been. His own recognizance.
And on top of it, it would have just been like, hey, just pay for the tickets and then a little extra.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the winning ticket and pay me the $102 and you're good to go. How about that? He's like, wait, so you get to win the $30? You robbed me, dude.
He's just lucky he didn't get shot in this day and age.
In this day and age, yeah. He's very lucky.
Over a lottery ticket?
A bunch of lottery tickets?
There'd be like a million people in the comments being like, but he's a thief.
Yeah.
Like, last I checked, this isn't Saudi Arabia. And we
don't cut people's hands off for taking shit. Yeah. Aside from the story.
$12,000 penalty is like a lot.
Yeah. Aside from this story,
what is he gonna do? Run? He clearly doesn't have money. He was banking on winning $30.
$30. He was like, I can put gas in my car now. But no, a side story. Not a side story, but
sidestepping.
Side note.
Sidestepping.
If someone
stepping to the side.
If someone is killed, their history has nothing to do with it.
Literally, because I mean that police officer's not a judge. Last I checked.
Yeah.
We have a constitution.
Like this isn't Judge Dredd. Like we didn't create judges where they go, oh, okay, you're now judge, jury, and executioner on the spot.
Well, last I checked, in America, we have a constitutional right to trial by jury of our peers.
Yeah, and
it's in the Constitution.
A cop is not my peer. He's the arresting officer, so he shouldn't be
also,
allowed
there's
to
supposed to be 12 of them,
spot.
not one.
Yeah. Rather be judged by 12.
Then killed by one?
Yep, that's the new saying. Oh, there was that one.
Sometimes there's like 4.
There's a bunch, yeah. Or like the ones that opened fire on the UPS truck.
There's like 6 different departments.
Yeah, there was like 37 of them.
Yeah, they killed the crap out of the bad guys and
the hostage
and a man up the street.
The guy behind them that got stuck, because they closed off the road.
Didn't someone at a stoplight get hit?
Yeah, that was the man because he couldn't leave because they had it completely closed off. So when they shoot 2,000 bullets,
2,000 bullets,
it's gonna hit everybody.
Of which only 1 hit the actual suspect, and 1,900 of them hit the hostage.
The hostage, yeah, but yeah, it's honestly, people, just because everybody has a history.
This was America.
Yeah, everybody has a history. Everyone's done things. I know people that support, the right wing, stuff. And
what I always think is weird.
I know that they've committed crimes, and they're the first ones that go, "Well, he was a criminal." Be like, "Well, if someone shot you, and then I was like, hey, just so you know, I saw them shoplift one time, dude." Like, it doesn't take away from the fact that you were a person that just got shot because you shoplifted one time. Like it's
I know one of those, and every time he's ever been on his motorcycle and he was gonna get a ticket, he didn't. He ran.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so if they ran you over and murdered you, we could be like, Oh,
You should have complied.
You should have complied.
Should have complied. It's stop using these arguments because they're dumb. Because if you would be the one to get killed and someone used it against you,
you'd be really upset.
You'd be sitting there in your made up heaven or hell or whatever you're in.
Also, I always think it's funny because
they suck.
They'll glance over the police officer's thing. It'll be like, oh yeah, he's been discharged from another precinct, and we just.
Yeah, exactly.
He's had like 17 complaints for excessive force filed against him, and then he had to move 3 departments to get here.
But hey, that's in the past. People change.
When this guy was 13, he stole from Walmart.
Yeah,
he stole a pack of M&Ms.
So he deserved
this.
And also, he was scared and running away. And if you didn't do something wrong, you wouldn't run away.
Also,
you would just stop.
Even though every one of his pictures on the internet is of him like in college and being an upstanding citizen. Look at this one picture from this Halloween where he went out as a character from Friday. Look at how gangster and menacing he looks.
Exactly. Is this is the type of person that you want to protest over? Sickening. I hope everyone can tell our sarcasm, but yeah, stop being shitty people and stop using people's history against them when they are murdered by police
Cancel
officers.
the government.
Yeah, make cancel culture useful for once.
Yeah, cancel the whole government. Cancel it. We don't need no government.
Yeah. But this guy probably shouldn't have had a $12,000 bond. That's a lot. That's a lot for stealing 100 for petite theft. That petite means tiny. Like it's in the charge that you gave him.
He stole a little bit.
So we're going to hold him for an absurd amount. That's more than if you took my car and your car and put them together, like cost wise, like what they're worth, it'd be less still than this man's bond.
And on that note about how poor we are and our cars are so cheap, donate to our Patreon.
You're really gonna force me to make a Patreon
sign
at some
up
point?
Make...
Oh my god!
I don't know. Everybody has one.
They do. We'll think.
Sign
about
up for our OnlyFans where Jared will show his nipples.
You're still pimping out my body at this point.
Someone's got to. You're not using it.
That's true. All right, so I think that's where we're going to end it. Thank you very much for joining us on this. If you want to follow us on our socials, you can follow us.
How did we get so dark at the end?
I don't know. We do that sometimes. Right there on Facebook and Instagram at Rum Runnas. You can follow Kyle right there at Mr. Norwell on Instagram. You can follow us right here on Twitter at Rum Pod. If you're listening to this, you can find video versions of everything that we do on youtube.com/rumrunnersentertainment. Make sure to subscribe and like and share, like Kyle said at the beginning. And if you are watching, we are available everywhere that you get your podcasts. So make sure to follow us and share those also and leave a rating because ratings really freaking help us grow. We're growing.
Leave mean comments.
We would like mean comments.
Just
and
leave
also
because I think it'll be funny.
We want good reviews. But mean comments.
Leave a 5-star review and tell me how Jared should pluck his eyebrows.
I have great eyebrows. Don't even give me that. My eyebrows are great.
Jared needs to get rid of his eyebrow.
Which one?
The one.
Okay.
In the middle.
I don't have a unibrow, so that's not. All right, everybody. Peace. Deuces. Catch you in the next one.
I'm helping.
It's all